All right, the meeting will be starting. The time is now 6 p.m. and we will start the Monday, February 2nd Community Development Committee meeting. Can I get a roll call, please?
Alderman Martinez.
Present.
Alderman Donnerworth.
Present.
Alderman Hayes. Alderman Bolton. Chairman Felix.
Present.
You do have a quorum, sir.
Okay. We got line item 1, approval of minutes. Can I get a first and a second to approve the minutes from the January 20th, 2026 apologize.
First. Second.
One moment, guys. Okay, that's the approval of the minutes of the regular Community Development Committee meeting of January 5th, 2026. Can I get a motion and a second?
First.
First by Alderman Martinez.
Second.
Second by Alderman Donnerworth. Any questions for the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Line item 2, audience time. Is there anyone from the audience that would like to say anything regarding our agenda? There wasn't any. There isn't any old business. Line item 4, new business. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the ordinance granting a conditional use permit for the establishment and operation of a vocational school in the B2 Community Shopping District at 814 through 824 Glenflora Avenue, zoning calendar 2817.
Motion.
Motion by Alderman Donnerworth.
Second.
Second by Alderman Martinez. Any questions? Okay, we do have the applicants and Tyler from zoning. You guys have any questions?
Nope.
Nope. Can we just, get a little brief description of what you guys are doing?
Sure. What we're planning on doing is we're expanding. There is an HVAC technical program already in order with the city, and what we're looking to do is expand on that program. So we'd like to also bring an electrical program and a plumbing program to the city as well. Currently, it'll just be the electrical and the plumbing in the building at that address, as the HVAC is going to remain separate from where it's already located, but it'll be the same, all the same ownership.
Thank you, sir. I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing this. I know that there was a concern about parking. I think it's something we can easily solve with the city of Waukegan, so I don't think there should be any issues, but anyone that does have any issues or concerns, please reach out to the mayor's office.
I can give you a little bit of assurance on
Sure.
the parking. We have an update. Believe it or not, trying to work with the Archdiocese in the city of Chicago is even tougher than trying to go through the CUP. So anyway, we do have terms of lease agreement with the city of Chicago, which is where the real estate lawyers and all of that are part of, that also runs Santa Anastasia's. That is being sent over to them tomorrow, so I'm assured by the end of the week we should have come to an agreement with that parking lot.
Perfect. It's great news. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Can I get a roll call? Oh, no, we got the roll call already, right?
Yep.
All right. So,
No, we did not get the roll call.
can I get a roll call?
Alderman Donnerworth.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Chairman Felix.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Line item 4B. Can I get a first and a second for an ordinance approving a map amendment to rezone from R3 General Residential to B2 Community Shopping for 510 through 520 10th Street, zoning calendar 2819.
Motion.
Motion by Alderman Donnerworth.
Second.
Second by Alderman Martinez. Any questions?
I know we do have Tyler here. This is in conjunction with items B, C, and D are all together. They're all part of a planned redevelopment of the old school down on 10th Street that UMA has made some big steps on already. These are the next steps.
Just for public, wise, so our, whoever tunes in, can we have a brief description as well of what we're doing here? Tyler?
Yes, thank you. So as Lindsay stated, this is an expansion of the Harvest Market UMA currently has down on 10th Street in McAllister. They will be turning, it is an old school building, into sort of their community center. So they will be hosting meetings, community gatherings, and yeah, administration, so things like that.
Okay. Any questions, guys? No?
No, I just have mine is more like a comment. I visited there, and I do know they do a lot for the community. I look forward to see how they expand, especially in that area, the 10th Street. You have a lot of homeless people there, a lot of activities going on there, but the way it's shaping and the way it looks, I commend you, and I look forward to see what the results are. Definitely go back and visit you guys again. So thank you.
And yeah, just to add some clarity, there are renderings and proposals on the website. If anyone is interested in going to take a look, it's going to look great. So
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you, Tyler. All right, can I get a roll call?
Alderman Martinez.
Present.
Alderman Donnerworth.
Aye.
Chairman Felix.
Aye.
We get clarification on the present? Or
Aye, I'm sorry. Aye.
that was an aye? Very good. Motion carries.
I'm present.
Thank you. And like we stated before, these are all kind of a C and D are all together. I'll read them individually. Line item 4C, ordinance approving a variance for front yard setbacks at 510 through 520 10th Street, zoning calendar 2820. Get a motion and a second?
Motion?
Motion by Alderman Donenworth, second by Alderman Martinez. Any questions?
Nope.
Get a roll call?
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Alderman Donnerworth.
Aye.
Chairman Felix.
Aye.
Motion carries, sir.
All right, line item 4D, ordinance approving a conditional use permit for a club, lodge / hall for 510 on to 520 10th Street, zoning calendar 2821.
Motion?
Motion by Alderman Donenworth,
Second.
second by Alderman Martinez. Any questions? Can I get a roll call?
Alderman Donnerworth.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez.
Aye.
Chairman Felix.
Aye.
Motion passed, sir.
Line item 4E, resolution approving a memorandum of understanding with the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning to accept the planning and technical services delivered by CMAP to assist the city with implementing the Waukegan Public Right-of-Way ADA Self-Evaluation and Transition Plan. City staff is requesting a approval to work jointly with CMAP to develop the city's ADA Self-Evaluation and Transition Plan under the terms of the attached member MOU. CMAP will present the on the scope of work of this project. And hello.
Hello. I'm Stephen Ostrander. I'm a senior planner.
Steve, before we continue, can we get a first and a second?
Oh, sorry.
First?
Second.
First by Alderman Donenworth, second by Alderman Martinez. And, all right, now we have the presentation. Thank you, Steve.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm Stephen Ostrander, senior planner at the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning. Actually, I've worked in the city of Waukegan over the last 13 years, every so often, on different projects that we've done with you. I'm here tonight to very quickly go over the upcoming ADA transition plan that we are looking forward to doing with the city. The city applied, I think it was last spring, to do this ADA transition plan, and we just need the memorandum of understanding, the MOU, signed. It is a project that there's no cost to the city other than some staff time. We are paying the consultant team, which is made up of Vitruvian, which is finishing up the Elgin ADA transition plan. Also, They're in Woodstock for Groundhog Day today, working on their ADA transition plan, and they also did the Lincolnwood transition plan. Next slide, please. Actually, for your sake, this is an extended presentation. Why don't we skip through, next slide. Okay, thank you. So yeah, 1 in 4 people in the nation have a disability, and in this region, in this northeastern region, CMAP, as many of you know, we cover the 7-county region. That disability figure is about 5% where the disability affects mobility. Next slide. So in Waukegan, the population with a disability is about 11%, and for ambulatory difficulty, that's about 5.5%. This doesn't include people who are in nursing homes, but that gives you a sense, you see, that gives you a sense of the scope of the problem. Next slide, please. You can see here that of people with a disability, the biggest group is actually 18 to 64, again, because of the way the figure is calculated. Next slide, please. So Title II of the Americans with Disability Act, which some of you might remember was passed in 1990 originally, it has these 5 municipal obligations. And the first is that there's a notice on the website to the public. The next is that there is conducted a self-evaluation. What is that? That is basically doing a survey of all your sidewalks, all your municipally controlled facilities within the public right-of-way. That is what this self-evaluation that we will be paying for will be doing for the city of Waukegan. Also need to designate an ADA coordinator. You have an ADA coordinator. I know Chase right here, and we'll be working with Chase as well as Edwin. Also a grievance procedure, and these are all things that our consultant team will work with the city to help develop. And then the big thing, the transition plan. What this is it's basically a plan to take what comes out of the self-evaluation, looking at the survey for the city of those facilities in the public right-of-way, again, only there, that you control, and then coming up with a long-term plan that will spell out what it is that the city needs to do. It will also show what the greater priorities are, and it will, this is something that is not going to be, it's not, a lot of municipalities, one thing Edwin said that we should address is that a lot of municipalities wonder, okay, what's the liability going to be if we do this transition plan? And it identifies things that need to be done to bring the city up to full compliance of the ADA. Again, this is something that you're going to be working on over decades, and this plan is going to identify the top priorities. And as far as liability, you are actually ahead of the game by applying to do this project. And you are showing a good faith effort, and that is, it actually reduces your liability. Because you can show that you are developing a plan, you are doing all the necessary responsible things in order to move the city over many years toward compliance with the Americans with Disability Act. And so that's just one of the biggest questions that comes up. I think I might have one more slide. So what we'll be doing is identifying the physical obstacles in your public right-of-way facilities that limit the accessibility of its programs or activities, describing in detail the methods that will be used to make the facilities accessible, specifying the schedule again, for taking the steps necessary to achieve compliance with this section. And then also indicating who is responsible in the city to kind of oversee that implementation over time. So that is really the main things I wanted to say. I think I went over my 3 minutes, so, but if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. I do want to say that the consultant team, they're the experts. I'm overseeing this on behalf of the agency, but I should be able to answer some questions.
Questions? In terms of timeline, how long would a survey take?
Well, we have up to 2 years, but we are going to try to do it closer to 1 year.
Okay.
So the contract, we find that sometimes these have to be extended, but we want to do it on as quick a timeline as possible. And that's good for you because then you have the plan and you can decide what implementation steps you want to take.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you. No questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, can we get a roll call?
Alderman Martinez. Aye. Alderman Donworth.
Aye.
Chairman Felix.
Aye.
That motion carries, sir.
All right. Line item 5, reports and communication. There are none. And 6, we're going to adjourn. Can I get a motion and a second for adjournment?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned at 6:17 p.m. Thank you.